Gray, we're heading into the second half of the season. Who are your biggest buys, so to speak? One pitcher and one hitter.
So for the hitter, I'm going to go with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. So he was a guy who last year had such a huge second half that he was on people's radars for breaking out in 2022. It didn't happen. So I don't know if it's going to happen in the second half this year, but he was like so good last year's second half that maybe he's a second half hitter. I think he's so cheap to acquire in a trade that it's worth trying to figure it out and, taking that flyer. Another guy who's been, not quite as good, but really unlucky is Lucas Giolito, the White Sox pitcher. He's like doing essentially what he always does as far as peripherals, and his ERA is so out of whack with like how unlucky he's been. It's like crazy. Like his ERA is, I think, like 4.7, and his xFIP is 3.65, and his K per nine and his walks are actually a little bit up. I'm gonna look studious here as I clean my glasses and tell you this. His walks are a little bit up, but his Ks are decent, like over 10. I think Lucas Giolito could really be in for a good second half. And plus, he's a guy who will actually throw a bunch of innings, assuming health is fine. So I'm going with him.
Clear vision from Gray Albright.